Hi, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Success Story. And today we have Rehmat with us. And I'm so glad to have you with us, Rehmat. And would you be kind enough to introduce yourself to everybody?
So, hi Shagun, thank you for the introduction. My name is Rehmat Aurora, and I am an internationally certified functional nutritionist, all thanks to iThrive. But it did not always start that way. I was not always into functional nutrition. Before this, I did my master's in business analytics. And before that, I was also involved in some sort of data analytics. But somehow I found my way through to functional nutrition. So, now what I do is I help women in with regards to fertility. So using nutrition to get them pregnant and stay pregnant and successfully deliver a child, or also with PCOS. So that's my niche right now.
Okay, perfect. So, with a degree in business analytics to functional nutrition, how did that journey happen?
Yeah, it's actually a pretty interesting journey. So what happened was about 3 years ago, I was unofficially introduced to functional nutrition. I had no idea I was getting into it. Basically, I was trying to get rid of being on antidepressants at one point. I said, this is not the way I want to live life. I want to do things differently. So, very randomly, I came across this one post on Reddit, and it says that, you know what? Try keto diet. It helps you get rid of mental health issues. And at first, I was just like, okay, this is probably not going to work, but I anyway gave it a shot and it actually did work. So I was able to get rid of my mental health issues like severe anxiety, severe depression because of that. And that sort of got me. And you know, when something like this happens, you become super fixated on it that how did something like this even happen? So that sort of got me very intrigued into nutrition, not just with keto diets, but just understanding how the body works, why did this work for me, what is the relation between nutrition and mental health. And by this time, I had already started working with some clients unofficially. I wasn't charging them money, but I was helping them with a lot of their issues. But then I realized that I wanted to have an official understanding into this because all of us are introduced to the misinformation online and the information online. So it's very hard to sometimes sieve through what is true and what is not. So I wanted like a good foundational for that. So actually, initially, I had looked into functional nutrition course in the US, but that was around 12 lakh rupees. And I had already gone through a whole journey of masters and graduation, and I did not want to put my parents through that. So then I was looking at like what is a really good course that I can do similar effect, similar impact, but maybe a bit cheaper, and I went through iThrive's functional nutrition course, which was in fact I would believe better than the US functional nutrition course that is there.
Wow. Um, wow, we've really got a tagline now. Thank you for that. But so how was your journey with the ICFN course? Because you don't come from a science background, right?
Yeah.
So, you did do some research on your own before, but to come from a place where you don't have that kind of foundation, how was it? Was it very difficult? Was it very technical for you?
No, I wouldn't say it was very technical, but definitely it did require a lot of hard work. But no, not technical at all. In fact, it was very intriguing because we have people from different aspects of life with very different biases, I believe. So in nutrition specifically, you always meet people with very different biases because different things work for them, different things work for their clients. So they come from very interesting perspectives. So I believe the entire course was very intriguing that way because I understood where a lot of different people were coming from in their journey, what they had to contribute, the ideas that they had, including that the teachers, what they would explain. So all in all, it was, I think the course was super interesting and not technical, not super technical, I would say, but definitely requires hard work.
I think, yeah, that's the takeaway that most of our students say that, you have to be dedicated, you have to be okay with working hard and doing your own research and making your own notes and everything because it's a continuous learning process. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you passed. It's been a while since you passed, or it doesn't happen that now you know enough and you don't have to learn anything more.
Exactly. I think with nutrition, it's not just one time you've learned something and that is that. There's so many aspects to it. Like, unfortunately, it's one of those streams which is not that well utilized, even in the medical sphere, I would say. So there's not much research on what's good, what's not good, what are the control factors. So it's just like a lifelong journey that you have to go through with nutrition. But yes, I thought it was like a big stepping stone to that.
I'm glad that we were. So, speaking of stepping stones, you recently shared a testimonial on
Yeah.
our community group, right? Where you helped a person with
Yes.
her issues. So, would you like to elaborate on that? What happened? How did you approach the case?
Okay, so how we approached it was when she had initially come to me. So this is a client of mine from Dubai. She has not had her periods for a very, very long time. I don't remember when, but I would say about 6, 7 years. She was married, extremely stressed out because everybody in her family was asking her to have a baby soon enough. And she just had a lot of weight to lose, a lot of just very stressed out in general, had a miscarriage as well. So things were not looking up for her at all. So when we started working, we started just working on her nutrition, her basics. So her thyroid was definitely, so when we looked at the blood reports, her thyroid was definitely whacked out. Her numbers were not looking good. Her hormonal panel was not looking good. So what we started was just basic foundational understanding of nutrition and how nutrition can help you sort of fix your basics, right? So when that happened, initially her period started coming up. Then she started feeling a lot better. She started feeling a lot more energetic. She lost a lot of weight. And then she was able to finally conceive. So she finally got pregnant, right? So that was the long journey.
That's very impactful, if I may say that, because for somebody who's been struggling with women's hormonal health, it's a tricky place to be at because there's a lot of things that could be going upside or downside, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So, I mean,
Yeah, in her case, it was also a lot of, she was very confused. So she had gone from gynecologist to gynecologist asking for answers, but there were no answers to be given. I mean, there was no understanding of why this problem is happening to her in the first place. So, as we already know, that when we look at the body, we're not just looking at one part of the body, we're looking at the whole part, the body as a whole, right? So it's not just one thing. It's a problem with your ovaries, but it's actually not a problem with your ovaries.
not give the ovaries, yeah.
Yeah, so you sort of need to dig deep and understand what the root cause is. So she also had uh, a bad situation because she was also on pills. So she hadn't had a natural period in 6 years, but she was getting periods because of the pill. But it wasn't something that she was looking for. That's not the kind of life that she was looking for, because at the end of the day, she was putting on weight because of it. Her mood was getting affected. So all in all, it wasn't really going very well.
But I'm glad that she was able to seek your help and you were able to help her with it. And now she's finally pregnant. That's huge. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's amazing, honestly. Yeah, I think also the pain point with women who are not being able to conceive is very, very high. So there's a lot of emotional burden that they're going through as well. So once you're able to conceive, I think it's sort of you're able to it's just a very happy occasion as well.
of course.
Yeah.
And this was just one of your success stories. Now, you had mentioned that when you're not done the course, you were still taking clients, but you were not like charging or anything. But what difference has this course made to your personal or your professional life?
So personally, I would say it's given me a lot of confidence, definitely. So before this, I was helping women out, but I did not have proper protocols as to what to work with, what is the most efficient way of getting them through their struggles. That was not clear to me. So it was a longer road, I would say. Professionally as well, I think it gives me credibility, and I'm able to charge higher prices because I am also very confident in what I am saying and also in the value that I'm delivering. So at the end of the day, because I know I'm able to help somebody out, I am confidently I'm able to charge for it as well.
Oh, that's fair because a lot of people think that, especially in hospitals, if you look at it, you're not from this background, but I can give you this information. It's not a very well paid for field,
Yeah.
right? Despite the hours that you put in and despite the efforts that you put in. So
Mm.
people to have that confidence, and I really like that for to be able to actually, assess that, I am worth it. My
Yeah.
knowledge is worth it. My expertise is worth it. So I'm going to charge for it no matter what. So
Yeah.
I like that part.
Yeah, no, 100%. I think when you are confident enough, and which you do through education, through experience, then you know this is going to work. So then it's just, where do you put a value for yourself at the
Yeah,
end?
fair enough. Because people come to us also saying that, your course is overpriced. And I think, but we don't budge. We don't say that, okay, just for you, we're going to offer it at 50% discount or whatever, because we know. We know
Yeah.
with that every faculty puts, we know the course curriculum, every, it's like a lifelong membership with us then.
Exactly. And the other thing is not to berate anybody, but the course that I was talking about in the US, that's around like 12 lakh, 13 lakh rupees a course. Again, about I think 6 months. Uh, but they don't have live lectures. So it's something that you're doing on your own self-study. But in iThrive, the difference is that it's a live course. So you get to ask questions on the spot, you receive your answers on the spot, and it's much more engaging that way. So for myself, I know if I go for a self-guided course, I'm not going to be able to finish it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when there's somebody to, you're sort of keeping accountable, you're competitive, this is what I need to do, then you end up taking that initiative as well. So if you look at it from a value perspective and from a cost perspective, I think I Thrive is quite up there, honestly.
Thank you so much. Okay, now that we've spoken about the course, I have to ask, I love this question. Which is your favorite module out of the entire course and why?
Uh, I think I would say two of them. One is the health dysfunction course, and the other one was the blood chemistry analysis. So
Really?
yes, so
Not,
to
not a lot of people rank that to be one of their favorites.
blood chemistry, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Because health dysfunction, because you just kind of understand different ailments and why they're happening. So again, root cause analysis of every issue that you're facing, hypothyroidism, why it's come about, I don't know, arthritis, why it's come about, infertility, why it's come about, and blood chemistry analysis because it gives you more objective data to it. So I would say health dysfunction is more subjective, but blood chemistry is very objective, where you're understanding, okay, I have hypothyroidism, but these are the blood markers that I should be looking at. And what is very interesting when I also talk to a lot of my clients is they'll be like, okay, you're going to look at blood reports, but what are you going to be looking at differently? I mean, a gynecologist has already been through it. She didn't find anything different. What are you going to find different over here? And my answer to that is that we look at things from a more optimal point of view, more functional point of view, where we're making sure that your body is not just functioning, surviving, but it's functioning optimally. So our ranges are smaller.
I uh, I think that is also a very key difference in what the traditional knowledge goes by and what functional medicine and nutrition drives by. Like,
Yes.
difference between the optimal and the reference ranges that is very, very distinct.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
And now that you've stated your favorite modules, which were your not so favorite modules?
Uh, Not so favorite. I think, okay, don't mind me, but I would say the supplement part of it. I'm not, honestly, sorry.
That's of course that much I can guarantee you.
Yeah, because honestly, I mean, I'd never say never because my practice has also changed a lot. I would say even in like 6 months, it changes a lot. But right now, I I try to stay away from supplements and try to do everything from a whole food perspective. So if somebody's lacking supplements, then try to up the foods which might have those those nutrients more. But at the same time, I do understand the value of supplements, but that's why I wasn't too interested in that part of the course. But still, nonetheless, I know a lot of people have do a lot of things with supplement being the center, and it works really well for them. So I'm sure it was great nonetheless.
I think everybody carves out their niche after understanding the entire prospects that they can learn
Yeah,
a course, right?
100%. Yeah. So yeah,
Their own things.
100%. Yeah, so never say never. Like I I never say everything with, that this is how it is, because again, like nutrition is such an abstract field. You don't know if tomorrow it's going to be the truth or not.
Yeah. No, no, definitely. It's an ever-evolving field,
Yeah.
which means that as nutritionists, we also have to be on top of the game all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
100. Yeah.
And tell me, was the content of the course easy to apply, or did you face any challenges? Especially, like, again, reconfirming that you are a non-science student who'd come for the.
Yeah. No, I think the content was very easy to apply. I don't think I faced any issues at all. If there was ever I was stuck with a particular protocol or with a particular client with a particular issue, I could go back to my notes and refer to it and say that, oh, okay, this makes sense. So, applying that as well.
Fair enough. And do you think this is a course that you would be recommending to other people? And if so, like, is there a certain profession that should be doing it, or is it like open for all kind of a thing?
I think anybody who's interested in nutrition, if you're interested in resolving your own personal problem, if you're interested in getting into the field of nutrition to help other people, um, I would recommend anybody. But I would like to, however, see more participation from the medical field. Because even now, I meet a lot of people who are very doubtful with how lifestyle changes and nutrition can help them, sort out their problems. So I think specifically if nutrition was given a bigger boost by the medical industry, people would be more inclined to follow it. They would take it more seriously.
Yeah,
So
that's actually a very good point.
yeah, definitely. I think doctors, gynecologists, because I ask my clients all the time before we onboard them, do you think nutrition is important in resolving your problems? And a lot of times I get the answer. I mean, like I would rate it on a 6 out of a 10 or a 7 out of 10. I was like, why not a 10 on 10? Why is nutrition not that important to you? And then I sort of have to convince them that, it is very important. And most of the times they are convinced. But I think if it were to come from a medical person, that pay more attention to lifestyle changes and pay more attention to correct lifestyle changes. So not just, okay, you need to lose weight, so go on a calorie deficit, or reduce the amount of food that you're eating, because that is also very, like how you were mentioning that point on traditional nutrition, right? That is something that I think I and a lot of people in functional nutrition are trying to go away from, because I think we're realizing time again and again that just reducing calories is not going to help you with wellness, right? So definitely, I think just more, I think highlight put on nutrition by the medical industry, by people in general. One thing though, I sorry, I'm blabbering, but one thing though I really like about social media as well right now is that yes, there is a lot of misinformation, but at least there is direction towards nutrition. You would have really bizarre trends coming up. You would have really bizarre fads coming up as well. And I also was part of a very bizarre fad, honestly. But at the same time, I think there is direction given to nutrition and how nutrition can resolve XYZ problem of your life, which I think is really amazing.
While people should have that discernment that it can also be equally dangerous if they don't, take professional advice or they don't
Exactly.
actually use their discernment levels also to make the correct choice.
100%, 100%. Yeah, let's put that in
Yeah,
bold.
it's like a disclaimer that needs to flash it now.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. Hmm.
Rehman, last few words, what would be the advice that you would give to anybody who's thinking of enrolling in this course?
I would just say go for it. If you anyway thinking about enrolling in the course, and I'm guessing you're very interested in nutrition, lifestyle changes. So I'd say just go for it. I think it's gonna be really amazing for you. It's gonna be something that you're going to remember and gonna helpful. Like hopefully, it's gonna help you with a lot of issues in life that you or somebody else might be facing, and you can identify it and say, okay, I know I can resolve this through this and this technique.
So it's an investment that you should be taking.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So thank you so much, Rehmat. It was lovely talking to you.
You
And
as well. Thank you.
we wish you all the best. And I hope that you keep helping people and healing people through your work.
Yeah. Thank you, Shagun. Thank you so much.
Yeah.